Hey, it's time for D&D. We have a dungeon, and I mean there was a dragon, but we have like little dragon people, so that's close enough. Yeah. So let's see. Last time, some stuff happened. Um, there is a newly minted dragon slayer in the party, and then you met an albino dwarf who you guys were all super happy with because he asked you to do more things. And through some persuading, you got directions down to um, this place that is supposedly the lair of the dragon that you guys just took out. And so, after some travel time and all that stuff, making your way down, you arrived at the mouth of a cave where you found a trio of kobolds wheeling out a minecart full of bones. Deciding to engage with said kobolds, you knocked one out, you killed the other, but the third got away into a supply shed and promptly climbed up to the roof and started ringing some kind of alarm bell. So now you hear the you hear the growing, I don't know that roar is the right word. The growing yells of a bunch of tiny dragon people as they come running up the mine shaft towards you, though not yet in sight. So, what do you do?
Is it...
Uh,
Oh, go ahead.
I turn to Lucius and ask him if he can talk to kobolds now or not.
Yes. Is the little shithead still ringing the bell?
Yes.
Alright. Let me check my range here. How far away is he from us?
Probably like, I don't know, I'd say counting for altitude, probably like 30, 40 feet.
Alright, I'm gonna send Stratos up to shocking grasp the fuck out of him.
Why?
Because he's ringing the fucking bell!
They already know.
I know, but he made a
Better safe than
mistake.
sorry, I guess. He made a mistake.
You done fucked up, Aaron.
So I think the way that this happens is like you don't even see the kobold up there. You just hear the bell like ringing frantically, and Stratos just flies up and out of sight over the edge of the roof, and it's like daytime, but you guys just see this flash of electricity, and there's like one last loud the bell stops ringing.
I'll just look pleased with myself, and I'll say, "Well, that takes care of that."
So the voices are getting louder. You just hear this like army of little voices like.
So I will pull out my wand, and I'll say, "Well, if you guys want, if they get close enough, I can try to send them all running."
I mean, I guess they haven't done anything against us. Like, I don't want to fight them. You know.
Well, I don't think they're gonna talk at this point.
Well, probably not anymore.
Did we hear the dragon talk by any chance?
You didn't.
Okay. So I'll say, well, I can either try to use the wand to fear them, or I can drop a fireball on the front line and try to scare them.
Can we just threaten to kill the one that we have hostage? Maybe they'll stop.
That might work.
The voices are getting louder.
I mean, I guess if that doesn't work, try to fear them.
Alright. So I'm going to cast Tongues on myself.
Okay.
Yeah, you are.
And then I guess 6 seconds later, I'm going to cast, I think it's Thaumaturgy? Makes your voice louder? Yeah. And I am going to say, as loud as I can, we have a hostage. We will kill the hostage. Stay back. Stay calm. We can talk this over.
In what language are you saying that?
They understand it.
Draconic? Yeah, okay.
They
yeah, I got you.
I just speak it, and everybody understands what I'm saying.
Got it. Okay. Cool.
Even us.
Yep.
I'll step up and put my sword across the guy's throat that we have.
Okay.
Is he awake? Or
He's-
hostage?
I think he's unconscious. I don't
Yeah,
think
he's-
he was.
Yeah, he's KO'd.
Yeah, you put him to sleep, I thought.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I did. I I put him to sleep.
Yeah. Yeah, and then he like somersaulted his way to a stop. Okay. So yeah, the voices they keep getting louder. Doesn't seem to change anything.
All
I
right.
mean, I figured they might still come to see.
Well, yeah. I mean, how far away? I guess I'll wait, and then once they get closer, I will repeat the message.
Okay. So yeah, you wait a little bit, you hear the voices get a little bit louder, and then suddenly they all stop at once.
All the voices stop.
Yeah.
Does the clamor of the feet stop?
Yeah.
I'm sending Stratos flying into the cave. I'm gonna like turn back to the group and I'll say something's fishy here. I think they're pulling a trick on us.
Okay. So you send Stratos in, and
Flying higher. Like,
okay. And yeah, as the flying snake makes its way into the cave, since you still have tongues active, you hear one little kobold voice yell out, "Are they gone?"
I love these kobolds.
is there a way for like? I guess I can't mimic. I guess I don't know. Tongues doesn't work to where I could mimic a kobold, right?
Not like acoustically, no. Like you
Okay.
can speak Draconic, which is the language they're using, but it would still sound like you.
Okay. I'll say no. I'll shout out in Draconic. No, we're still here. Just come out. We would like to talk. We won't hurt you. I have
Okay.
eyes on you. I know exactly where you are. Just come out.
Okay, so as this conversation is happening, are you still like sending Stratos in?
I've got Stratos just kind of hovering where he's in sight. If I can, like, I'm gonna have Stratos come in and see if I can see him.
Okay, so you send Stratos in, and immediately there's kind of a fork in the path. There's the minecart track that seems to lead down and sort of spiral around the outside of a larger chamber that you can see opening up. But to the right, there is a path that doesn't so much go downward. It seems to head out toward like a platform across this like big open excavated area. So where do you want to send Stratos?
Would I be able to tell roughly what direction that's coming from?
I think you can probably hear it pretty equally from both paths. It's just like, do you want to be near the spiraling downward track, or do you want to be up at like the top platform thing?
Oh no, Stratus is gonna stay in the open.
Okay. So yeah, we'll say you go through the path to the right, and so yeah, what you see through your snake senses. Actually, valid point. What kind of sense does a flying snake have?
Blind sense.
Blind. Okay. So.
There's something else too. Let's see. But I know. Yeah, blind sense 10 feet, but it has a passive perception of 11. And I want to say we looked into it, and I thought it had dark vision of some sort.
Well, I mean,
Oh,
blind sight.
sense.
Yeah.
Well, that'll just overrule it.
I mean, it's you don't need dark vision because if it's dark, it senses it.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So the thing is, you don't actually have a lot of range on your perception.
Yeah.
So I think basically what you sense through Stratos is that there's a big open chamber.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So there's that. And
But there's no army of kobolds.
there doesn't seem to be like one big grouping that you've noticed. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's safe. There's nobody defending it up to that point, right?
Correct.
From what I've seen. All right. So I'll relay the information that there's nobody in this cave. So we might as well just head in. There might be a kobold, but there's no army.
Okay. So they're basically pulling that whole thing of making it seem like there's a lot more kobolds than there are.
I believe so. Yes.
Okay.
And I'll start walking towards the cave entrance. I would also, while I'm doing that, I want to check and see, like, if I can discover any arcane sigils or anything on the wall that would signify, like,
Okay.
an alarm or a trap or something like that that would trigger the voices.
Okay. Cool. Make a perception check.
All right.
All right. Yeah, you look around and you do not see anything
No.
that would suggest that there's any sort of like magical deception going on here. So yeah, you guys all head into the cavern then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cautiously.
Okay. So again, you know, there's like the mine cart out front, and then there is kind of this fork. So do you want to keep elevation, or do you want to start following the track downward?
Part of me wants to ride a minecart down.
You could also do that. There is a cart right there.
Let's do that.
Do they both look big enough to fit a dragon?
Like both paths.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say the one that the track follows is a bit wider. So that would probably be where the dragon would enter and exit.
Yep. Let's take the dragon path.
Sure.
Okay. So let's see here. So interesting point. It doesn't say how many people can pile into this cart. So I'm gonna say everybody can. It'll be tight, but fuck it.
Yes.
So anybody who wants to go for a ride can go for a ride.
Is there a break in the cart?
Let's see. Let's see what details we have about these carts. Well, make an intelligence check.
Can I as well? Because that would be something I want to do this, but that would be something I'd be looking for as well.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Ooh!
Nice.
There's too many levers.
so
There's 7 levers, and it's a fucking minecart. Why are there 7 levers?
And then, yeah, I think this is the part where Izaka walks up and says, those aren't levers. Those are just... Here, this is the brake.
Oh,
And
that
that's
makes
really
more
the only control you have.
Okay, we have a break.
You know, they really should put some instructions on this minecart as I'll climb in.
Being used to being in mines, do I know if this is a good idea?
So Thorv, I think, as they're figuring out how the one control method of this cart works, you notice that while it's not in like extreme disrepair, it does look like the brakes they're worn. Like they're not. They should be fine, but there's like a slight chance that they might not catch on the first go.
Still sounds like it will function well enough.
Okay.
They should be fine, but it looks like a roll has to be made to make sure.
I get in and I start like pulling on one of the it's just a stationary bar. I'm like, this stupid brake's jammed again. And oh, whoops, grabbed the wrong pole. It's by that one.
Okay. So yeah, sure. A bunch of people pile into a minecart because what could go wrong?
Because
And Blue Boy!
Blue Boy's just meh, hops in.
It's like sitting on Azaka's lap.
A bunch of people and one bird.
One flightless bird.
But yeah, so I don't know. Do you want to bring Blue Boy with you?
I vote that Blue Boy sits in the front, so that way if we stop, his beak doesn't go through someone.
And he'll be the one to fall out.
We'll be fine.
I'm just saying.
We'll be fine.
Yeah, we will bring.
I know we'll be fine. I feel like Wendy's probably really worried for us, though.
Off we go on.
All
our
right.
adventure.
So everybody piles in, and you know it takes just really, I think, with as many people as you have, like you kind of just rock the cart forward a little bit before the relatively steep decline kind of takes over, and you guys begin to like rattle your way down this this path, this track that like winds in a spiral. Let's see. You're going clockwise downward as you pick up speed around this this big excavated mine shaft, and so
I'm not braking at all, by the way.
you cut out a little, but I think I got the gist. You're
Yeah.
not braking at all.
Yes.
Okay.
We look like little friggin' children going down this.
Like
Roller
if
coaster time.
I feel
The
it
image
start.
of all of us sitting in a row, just rolling back and forth together.
It's like the Jamaican
I
bobsled
figured we're
team.
sitting 2 by 2.
No, all in a row. Like a sled. Like we're going sledding.
Okay. So the cart like keeps picking up speed, just rattling down the track.
If we end
You-
up on 2 wheels,
Ye-
I will.
yeah, if I feel it's-
Yes, and,
I was gonna say if I feel it start.
break a bit.
Yeah, if I feel it start to try to tip or anything like that, or we get going just crazy, I'm gonna dial it back a little. I'll pump the
Okay.
brakes.
So yeah, you go and like quarter turn. You see another little kind of diverging path. Looks like it's just kind of an end though, like a partially excavated branch of the mine. You whiz by another. Looks like a kind of an archway, and there are some stone stairs carved out that seem to lead to some other area. And then you see up ahead of you, spanning the area above the next stretch of the track, there's like a rickety-looking wooden walkway, and there's a torchlight that's kind of, rippling off the walls, and you see a couple of little scaly heads peek over the edge, and
This is as we're just
See.
flying down the track.
yeah, you're just
I
hauling
wave
ass.
at them and be like, "Hi."
I
Okay,
flip them off.
okay.
Why not?
You know what? For the fun of it, as we go by, I'm gonna cast sleep.
So do you want to do it like? Do you want to get to them and then pass by and then cast sleep and watch them fall, or what's the plan here?
So I don't like. Are they just kind of hiding, or?
So let's see. You see, peeking over the edge, a couple of kobolds that they're like heavy laden with stuff. You see one that has like a big leather strap across his chest, and there's what looks like a crudely fashioned wooden cage on his back, and he has like a stick over his shoulder, and a couple of like weird, kind of torn up leather bags at his side, and he's just like leaning over the edge, looking at you.
They're not being like outwardly violent with us or anything. Like they're not attacking us. They're not throwing something at us. They're
Yeah, I
just
don't think so. I
watching.
mean, like you see one that has another one of these cages, and he stooped over, and he like stops and looks at you guys as you're coming by.
Then I won't sleep. I will just
Oh.
as we go by, I'll just say hello.
Okay.
And they understand me because
Doppler
tongues.
effect.
I
Well,
like you just casting sleep on them just to be an asshole.
Well, no,
though.
I thought they were attacking us. Like I thought they were guards.
I thought you were just being an asshole.
No. I was just going to immobilize them as we zoomed by. That way they have no idea where we are, or by the time they wake
Okay.
up.
Okay,
But yeah,
so
if they're just like random dudes checking out what the hell's going on, then that's fine.
okay, so like right as you're getting to the spot where they're like kind of overlooking, you see looks like a black and white furball kind of just drop down. Let's see. Yeah, it lands in your cart, and so
It's a skunk.
it's a skunk.
I'm going. How far away are we
Wait,
from
they
their
threw a
platform?
skunk at us?
They threw a
Wait, is it
skunk at
really?
you.
It's really a skunk. I love these kobolds. I love them so much. Oh my god. I stab it with my rapier.
Oh God.
I don't want to get sprayed.
Okay.
Wait,
Fib.
wait. Can I jump on it and hold the tail down?
Oh my
So it
god,
can't
you're gonna
spray
get
us?
stabbed.
Okay. Anybody who's interacting with the skunk, roll initiative.
Damn it.
Okay.
Wait. I still have a lower initiative than Dor.
That sucks.
Even though I rolled it.
Okay. So, the skunk plops down into the cart, immediately looks around, and before you get a chance to do anything, let's see.
Oh, no.
Who does it spray?
No.
Who could
I
it
hope
be?
it sprays Sirenny.
No.
Let's see.
I don't want to jump on it.
Okay, so it like kind of panics and looks around and turns its business end toward Groilmod.
The only one who wasn't messing.
Girl,
Yeah,
got
right?
Pepper sprayed.
Right? And so Groilmod, I need you to make a con save.
Oh, no.
Okay.
I think
He's
I'm
fought
okay.
dragons. He's
Yeah,
fine.
you're good. So you're able to like, get your nose and mouth covered and kind of like maybe shove the the skunk so it kind of diverts the direct shot, and
God,
Yeah, now you just have a pissed off skunk in your minecart.
This isn't
So
first
here's the
time
thing:
he's
is
messed
Groyomod
with
100% drops his pants and farts back at the skunk?
it.
Okay.
He takes
so-
a shit on the
so-
skunk.
No, he's farting.
Oh.
Okay. So as that's happening, you hear another like thump. Buzzing insects.
Oh my
Ooh.
god.
Dude,
Okay, now shit on the insects.
is it my turn yet?
Let's see. Let me. Yeah. So we'll say, yeah, Lucius, you go ahead.
All right. How far are we away from the platform that these two guys were standing on?
We'll say at this point you're like 10 feet past.
All right. As soon as I hear the thump and some buzzing, I just turned into mist, and I Misty step up to it. I Misty step up with them.
Okay.
And I'll just say, you know, that really wasn't nice. And I am going to. You know what? I'll just reach out and if whichever one it was that doesn't have the bees, I want to touch the other one. So the one with the bees, like
The one that currently has bees.
yes. And I'm gonna reach
Okay.
out. I'm gonna reach out and like try to like shocking grasp and like push him at the same time.
Okay.
So I want to get him the fuck away from me. I want to push him off the platform if I can. But
Okay.
But shocking grasp more so than anything.
Yeah. So I mean, I think you can either shove or use shocking grasp. So
That's fine.
I
I'll
mean-
just grasp him.
okay. So yeah, you like poof up there and the kobold like twitches a little bit and is still standing.
That's fine. That's fine.
In the meantime,
Yeah.
well, okay, Lucius, do you want to move at all? Because I guess that's the other thing. So like, there's this
Oh.
platform. Actually, hold on. Let me move us over to a map. I think Lucius is probably the only one who's gonna see anything right now, just given the situation.
I just don't want to be
but-
with bees. I don't like bees.
There you go. We got that.
With the bees.
Okay, I see. I gotcha.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna actually grab a cart token so we can kind of somewhat keep track of where everything else is.
Become one with the bees.
So the one thing I would say, I would like to. Which one was it that had the bees?
So the situation that you see is like the one has a cage that's down on the ground and open. You assume that's where the skunk came from.
Yeah.
And then the other one is looking, yeah, given how like rapid succession this is, you probably would have seen this one through the bag of bees.
Okay,
So
this guy
yeah.
is the one who threw the skunk.
Sure.
So I would have been there then. Sorry. I just wanted to, when
Yeah,
I
it's all
Misty
good.
stepped, I wanted to be face up with him.
Yep.
So.
Cool. Okay. So yeah, that's a thing. And then we get to the bees. Because the bees actually rolled decent initiative. So
Dubbies.
bees. Okay, so they come buzzing out of this bag that they were thrown in, and let's see. Okay, this is interesting. Doesn't seem to actually have a stat block. Interesting. All right. Oh, I got it. I see what they're doing here. Okay. So they buzz out of the bag and start trying to bite somebody. Let's see who they try to bite.
Groylmod. It's just the target for this time.
No, they swarm all over Azai,
Ooh.
biting at her, and she's just like swatting them away, and like she seems more annoyed than like hurt. But yeah, so that's a thing. And then as she's like trying to disperse them and stuff, yeah, you see she swats a bunch of them away, and like most of them get left behind as you guys continue rolling down the track. Okay, so people in the cart still rolling.
Yep.
Okay.
Yes. So.
Can I do something to the skunk?
Sure.
Okay, I want to stab it still, because I still don't want it to spray us more.
Okay.
Usually they only have charges for one spray.
It doesn't know.
So yeah, you skewer a skunk.
Okay, that's all I want to.
All right.
When she skewers it, I toss it out of the car.
You pull it off her rapier.
Yep. I just grab it and go bloop.
Ew.
I definitely don't want, as much as I don't want a live skunk here, I also do not want a dead skunk
Yeah.
here.
Okay. So let's see here. I guess then we're gonna have to run some stuff kind of simultaneously. So, the cart moves, continues rattling down the track as Lucius watches it kind of get further and further and further.
I mean,
It's fine.
Here.
he left and I don't know where he went to.
It's a fair
Where
point.
did it go? I'm sorry. It's
The
going.
cart
Yeah.
away.
It's like down.
Yeah, so it's, let's see, can you see this ping?
Yeah.
So it's like next to that. It's like, all right.
But it's one level down.
It's
Or is it right there?
it's in progress. Like it's probably at this point like 20 feet lower.
Oh, I
and then
see it.
once
It's ghosted right here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And so like once it gets all the way back over this way, it'll actually go down to another level of the map.
Gotcha. Okay, no problem.
Yeah. So that whole thing being the case, let's get another round in with Lucius and the kids. So yeah, the two kobolds get to do more stuff. Specifically, the one that you attacked, who would have been the skunk thrower, grabs a stick off of his back and starts trying to like jab you with it. And you notice as he kind of lunges towards you with the stick, there's a scorpion tied to the end of it. So, yeah, so he's gonna like try and poke you. That's terrible.
All right.
It's an 8 to hit.
These are like
That does not.
genius, like improviser kobolds.
And then the other one is going to let me look at something real quick. Okay. So the other one throws a basket at you, and as the basket hits the ground like at your feet, you see a bunch of creepy crawly things come skittering out of it. Specifically, unfortunately, you're not Fib. It's a bunch of centipedes.
Aw.
Okay.
And
You gonna save some? For him?
You're gonna like what I'm about to
So-
do.
Oh.
let's see. The centipedes start to like turn their attention toward you, Lucius, but they haven't gotten a chance to do anything yet. And then the one who threw the centipedes at you is going to. Yeah, he's gonna move. He's gonna like run over that way. Okay. So yeah, Lucius, what do you do?
All right. So, seeing that he just kind of cut off my avenue, I am going to. However, where can I Misty Step to on the track?
On the track. Okay.
So I want to get as
Let's
close to the
see.
minecart as I can through Misty Step.
Okay, and that's 30 feet.
That is 30 feet.
Okay. So really, I shouldn't have even let you Misty Step up to this ledge because it's like almost 50 feet up.
Oh, is it? I didn't realize that.
Yeah, it's okay. Like we're not gonna retcon it. And so I will say we'll let you Misty Step back to where the cart was at the time you did this, which would be like right here.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll do that.
Okay.
Oh, God,
Probably at this point, I realize we should stop to find Lucius.
Well,
And I pull the brake.
Yeah, he should have gone up there.
there we go.
Okay.
So that is my bonus. So
All right.
movement. Oh my god, this is so laggy. So I can't really move my token. It is just ungodly laggy. I want to move as close as I can to the cart. And if I have to, I
Okay.
can burn my action to dash. I want to try to run and just jump into the cart.
Okay. So yeah, let's
If I
see.
can.
1, 2,
I've got
3.
60 feet of movement total. So
Yeah. Okay. So make a dex save.
a dex save.
Okay. So let me.
Or even if I can
Okay.
just like jump and hang on to the edge.
So here's the thing. You're running, and like you don't think a normal move is gonna quite get you there. So you're like hauling ass, sprinting towards it, and because of the kind of like uneven surface and the state of like relatively disrepair and the decline of the track, you actually fall like basically just shy of the cart. So you're like running up to it and you just stumble at the last second and like grasp at it, but you don't quite catch it.
Why do I want to say that Cierdy's gonna rip on the brakes and I'm just gonna run face first into the back of the fucking cart? Like, I see this coming. So, yeah. Okay. No, that's fine. That's good. It's
Okay.
As close as I wanted to get, that's fine. I just
Okay,
wanted
cool.
to get out of there for the bees.
Got it. So
You want me to make a check?
are we breaking?
Yeah.
Okay, roll a d10.
I said I was breaking. So, D10.
Cool. The
Not
brakes
a
work.
1. Okay.
Boom! You just hear a big clang. Thankfully, I'm running like head down, just sprinting. Thankfully, it was my horns that hit the back of the cart.
You're
Yeah,
Naruto
so-
running?
Huh?
You're Naruto running?
Yeah,
All the way
basically.
to Area 51.
So, so I'm just kind of like dazed. I'm like, oh, huh. That's great.
Okay. So yeah, like it grinds to a halt. So it's not like running into a brick wall for you, Lucius.
No, but
more
it's-
just
I
like,
still,
you
like-
kind of like slide into it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so there's this like nasty metal on metal sound as it just comes to a stop, and actually we'll say it like it actually stops right about here. And so yeah, the rest of the group, I guess I can get you on the map now.
Simulating a minecart going down a track.
Yeah, you know.
D&D stuff.
Just D&D things. Okay, so we got a Fib and Royal Mod and Tyranny and Thor. Why is Thor taking so long to load in? There we go. And Zaka. Okay. And then, of course, we can't forget Blue Boy. So, I don't know, throw him. Well, you guys did specify he was at the front, so we'll actually get Azaka. Okay, and that's a full-grown XP. Hold on. Something like that. And up there. Okay. So that's a thing. Can you guys all see?
Yes.
Okay.
Dynamic
Are those
lighting.
like dogs?
I cannot, but I'll refresh and see if that's the
Oh,
issue.
kobolds.
Let's see. I might need to re-edit your token for some. No, I need to edit your token. Okay, you have dark vision as a goblin, yeah? There we go. Should be better. Okay. So those are not dogs. That's what kobolds look like in 5e.
I love them.
Yeah, so you see a couple of kobolds that are kind of like hunkered down behind these makeshift barriers of barrels and crates and like scraps of mining equipment. And let's see. So yeah, they like immediately kind of jump out from behind their cover and start throwing things at you.
Are we stopped at this spot?
Yes.
That's not very nice of them.
Yeah. So I guess
Are there just two there?
Yeah, there's the two there, and then
Dynamic lightings are a little weird, and stuff that I should be able to see is a bit cut off.
let's see here.
Like, I'm assuming my vision isn't like. I'm
Oh,
assuming
yeah,
I can
this
turn
is-
my head.
This is
So-
interesting. Yeah, I wonder if it gave you like facing or something. Hold on.
I mean, I guess I could need to go see a chiropractor, but I'm assuming that I can turn my body. So
Yeah, that's weird. Okay. Well, yeah, sure. And you know what? I'm just no, I can't turn off dynamic lighting because there's some stuff that really depends on it. But yeah, like behind you is basically just more track.
okay.
And
a wall or something.
yeah, there's like a wall and another cart to your northeast. But yeah, basically you're in a big round room and the track just spirals down the outside of it.
Okay.
Okay. So let's actually do like a big proper initiative roll for you guys and kobolds. Hey, the macro worked
I
again.
rolled lower.
I
I
didn't
mean,
think you could, but I guess you can.
yeah, I mean, I rolled for you, so you're welcome.
See, I always roll higher than you.
I just I love that now that I've added the title, I just have my own line.
Because that's how important you are.
I mean,
Okay.
small goblin big ego right now.
It's true. And also, I think we can get out of this dungeon crawl playlist
Oh,
and
the
play the
bathtub
combat
music!
music.
Speaking of which, I found out how long his hair was. It was only to ear length, so not a lot of
That's
not a lot
very
of hair.
good.
Yeah.
No. I am disappointed. I'm pretty sad. But,
Well,
Well,
if you join the Discord, you could tell Philip that.
Well, when the two of you get over your disappointment,
well, aren't you also disappointed?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fib, it is your turn.
Okay, I'll stab people. I couldn't see the map for a long time, so I had a hard time paying attention. Wait, no, not stab. I'm not even within reach of someone. How about this person over here looks to be threatening? I'll go for them.
Okay.
Wait, actually, I'll do this person because I have a good range on stuff. Okay, do one of those. Oh goodness, that's not a good damage.
Creepy hand gives them the slightest little tickle.
Yeah, it like sticks its finger in the kobold's ear. Ew. Is the kobold undead though? Cause that would have more things.
We're reaching a little bit.
I mean, undead, right?
So that's all for Fib. She's upset
Cool.
about the skunk still trying to clean her sword off.
All right. Cool. So then, kobolds get to throw stuff at you. So this one. Yeah, this one is going to throw something at Thorv. Chucks a rock at you. That's a 19 to hit.
No.
Okay. So ping! Bounces off. And then the other one is going to throw something, another little like chunk of rock at Sirenny. 18.
No.
Okay. Probably a good thing they targeted you two. All right. So
These
then
painful rocks.
they are high to hit roll rock. Okay. So then one of them, I think, seeing that even their best attempts at throwing rocks at you guys haven't done it, like turns and scurries off down the steps behind it.
He's like, oh fuck no.
Mhm.
Bye.
Yeah. So Thorv, you're
I'm gonna run over and jump over the crate.
okay. 23 definitely hits, and yeah, in one blow, slice the kobold open and slumps down against the wall.
Okay. I want to continue down after the other one.
Cool. So then, the kobold inventors are going to do kobold inventor things. So
Oh, that's why they're so smart.
yeah,
They
Kobolds are
invent crap.
smart, Becca.
when it comes to traps and stuff like that, they are a crafty little bunch. However, ranged combat is not really their strength. So this one too will resort to throwing a rock.
They're so adorable.
So throws a rock at
Little rock.
Groilmod. That is a 20 to hit Groilmod with a rock.
That does hit.
Okay, you take 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And then this other one comes like scurrying along the platform to join his friend. Okay. Groilmod, the Dragon Slayer. What do you do?
Well, I'll use my. Let's see here. Use my bonus action to put Hunter's Mark on this one, and then I will shoot him with my bow.
Okay. Yeah, so that is definitely gonna hit. 6 and 2, 8 points of damage. Alright, so you shoot that one, and it like kind of knocks him off balance for a second. And it looks like he's about to fall, but he kind of catches himself on the stone pillar behind him and reaches down and grabs another rock.
All right, well then I'll shoot him again.
Okay, and yeah, you do that, and you. Had it been a softer surface, you would have like pinned him to the wall, but instead, he just like kind of blasts his body back, and he slides down. Yeah. Okay, kobold down.
Yep, that's it for Gromon's turn.
All right. Yeah, Zaka's gonna do some similar stuff. Longbow. On the other inventor that just ran up behind the now dead one. First attack hits. And I think that's enough. It is enough. Yeah, so she drops this one. And then, let's see. Yeah, she doesn't really have much else to target at the moment. However, she could come through here. Yeah, still can't quite see. Can't get a good shot on the one that Thorv is following. So, all right. That's it for Zaka. Lucius, what are you doing?
All right. I currently don't see anything, so I am going to. God, this movement. So laggy.
Why are we killing all these kobolds? Why don't we just keep going?
So I'm trying. There we go.
Because they threw a skunk at us.
Get one more.
And then some rocks.
So I don't see anybody this way. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna have Stratos kind of fly over here because lag.
Okay, so for reference, the lip that you're running up to, like where the track suddenly stops, that's because it goes down to the next level. So this up here.
Oh yeah.
is-
Okay, I'm sorry. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
That's fine.
Is it
There's
30
nothing
feet
coming
down?
up, right?
You don't see anything coming up towards you. No.
All right. Well, I guess in that case I want to back up. Sorry, I forgot that that's the lip going down.
Yeah, it's all good.
So I'll just stay here then.
Okay.
Because I really don't have a whole lot of movement.
Okay. Axebeak or Blue Boy goes. Meh. Cool. Next.
Oh wow, it's actually my turn.
It's actually Sireni's turn. Yeah, we don't just skip you for getting a 0. You do get to go eventually.
Okay.
This is the lowest anyone's ever rolled for initiative.
No. Okay.
Well,
so
except for your -1.
So there's no more alive kobolds that I see.
There's this one running away that you saw.
Okay. My map's all messed up, so I literally can't see if there's one alive.
Yeah, so down by Zaka, like through the door that is just south of her, there's one that ran away that way.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna Sacred Flame it. Oh.
Well, you will need to like approach because it kind of like winds out of sight.
Oh, it goes out of sight. Well, I mean, I can't tell that, so. I am going to ask if. Oh, Lucius is outside of the cart.
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna keep going in the cart, but Lucius is in the way.
I mean, Thorv is out of the cart, Azaka is out of the cart, and Lucius is out of the cart.
That's okay. We could keep going with them outside the cart.
Oh, okay.
Just leave us behind.
Yeah. I guess I climb out of the cart. Go over here. Okay, I can see it, so now I can Sacred Flame it.
There you go. We can take that roll too. I mean, It's all good. So Dex save. Just barely fails. And so suddenly a flash of radiant flame overtakes the kobold, and he just like stumbles down the rest of the stairs before just lying there unmoving. Okay. So for now, you are out of combat.
Alright, everyone get back in the cart.
We all file. I get back in the cart.
I guess so.
You know what? I'm gonna search the kobold that's right here.
I lost you entirely. What did you say?
So I said I'm going to search the kobold that's right here.
Okay.
Just see if he's
So-
got anything.
Yeah, no, he has like a sling and a crude stone dagger. That's about it.
Yeah. What's in the boxes, by the way? Like the box and barrel?
Yeah, that's mostly like chunks of unprocessed ore,
Okay, still.
and yeah.
Alright. Yeah, I guess I'll climb back in the cart then.
Okay.
I just gotta sit on
So-
Fib.
Fib pats her lap as you're getting in.
Okay. So continuing via cart then, buddy. Yeah.
I really want to bounce you like a child.
Okay. So you continue on.
Yeah.
And actually, let's see. I think
Fib
I'm
takes
gonna
a
say-
centipede out and places it delicately on Lucius's leg.
Lucius is not at all perturbed by this.
Yay!
Okay, so let's see here. I think you guys would be able to see, like, as you're about to start up on the cart again, that there is another, actually a couple of openings a little bit further down. So basically at like 4 o'clock on the circle that is this room. So I don't know. Do you want to continue by cart, or would you like to proceed elsewise?
I'm fine going in the cart.
Yeah, we gotta go down. We might as well go all the way down and just walk.
Wait,
back
are
up.
we about to like fall off the track?
No, it just goes
No.
down to the next
It's
level.
the next level.
Oh.
Yeah, 3D maps and 2D.
Yep.
Good times. Okay. So yeah, you do that. You all pile back in the cart, disengage the brake, and you start rattling down the track once again. And as you do so, you see a group of, looks like 4 or 5 kobolds go running across the track in front of you. And you just hear like sounds of exertion. Just like,
I pull the brake.
okay, like full stop or slowing down or
Full stop.
okay. So where on the circle do you want to stop? Give me like a, I don't know, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, whatever.
How far did we get? Like, I don't.
Sorry. I don't know why I forgot how to tell time for a second. What I meant to say was like the openings are at 6 and 7. So, sorry.
I'm like,
How do clocks work?
the one at 4 is the one we already stopped at.
Yeah, no. How M clock indeed. But yeah, so there's openings at 6, and so that's what you're rolling up on, and they would have just run across probably at that like 7-1, and they're tugging at something.
I will stop at 6.
Okay, you stop at 6, which is in front of another gap, and you see in there as the cart like grinds to a halt again. Actually, roll D10. Cool.
7.
Yeah, the cart stops. And yeah, it stops right in front of this opening, and you can see inside there are looks like a pile of kobolds like sleeping, but then there are some other ones that are scrambling around and picking things up.
Pile of kobolds.
Yeah, they sleep piled on top of one another.
That's so cute. Let's keep them.
But
Wanna
yeah,
deal with them, Lucius?
I mean, I don't want to kill him just to kill him.
Okay.
I mean, well, in
They're
a
gonna attack us in a minute.
time, there are some kobolds pulling some things, so...
I guess I'll step around the corner and I'll say to the guys that are pulling something. I'll say, "Well, do you guys need some help with that?" And they can understand me because tongues.
they like stop and look
still-
at you.
How freaking long does that last for?
An hour.
Jeez.
Yeah, so they like stop and turn around and look at you, and then just like quickly look back and forth to one another like, oh.
I'm gonna hold my hands up and I'll just say, "Well, just figured I'd ask," and then I'm just gonna walk back around the corner.
Okay, and they just like they're like visibly like wincing, like, okay.
Go on about my business.
All right. Sure. Sure. So then there's like a couple more that they stay in this chamber to the south of you. But they have like their little daggers ready, and they're like just kind of ready to be on the defensive. Like they don't want to fight you, but they will, kind of thing.
Okay. So they're not advancing towards us.
They are not.
Well, that's okay, because we don't want to fight them either.
Yeah. I'll just say, if you could kindly point us in the direction of the treasure hoard of the dragon, that's all we're here for.
We did earn it.
So one of them steps up and says, "But why would we do that?"
Well, tell me this. Was he your boss or your master?
Was?
Well, is.
Make a charisma check.
Okay.
It's not really like it's kind of deception, but I think just charisma is fine. Okay.
I mean, they're not the brightest, so
So let's see.
I'm
Okay.
hoping.
Yeah, kind of looks at you and says, you mean Cindelor?
He's the dragon that's gonna kind of mimic, like, bigger, right? I'll say, right? You know, kind of a roughly gesture towards the size.
Okay. You mean the dragon?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we don't like to piss her off.
Well, how would you feel if she couldn't be pissed off anymore?
Like if she was always happy?
Yeah.
That's exactly what you mean.
Well, that would be good, I guess. I mean, like, we wouldn't get burned up or eaten anymore.
Well, I don't think you have to worry about that anymore. We had a chat with her before we came in here. Anything that you guys owed her or any work that you guys had to do for her, you're good. You guys are done. You guys can live here if you want. We just would like to... We came to an agreement with her, and part of it was her stash.
Make a deception
That's
check
fine.
with disadvantage.
That's fine. That is perfectly fine. I don't care.
Can I inspire him?
I mean, sure. I guess you can accompany the lie with some music or something.
Yeah.
She just puts like
A
some
dramatic
heartfelt-
retelling.
Yeah.
I
heartfelt
play music very distractedly so they can't focus on figuring out if he's telling the truth or not.
It's a D6 or is it a D8? What level are you? Or 5, right?
It's a D8.
Yeah. So that would be a
Okay.
20, sir.
Okay. So the little kobold is like, I mean, this seems kind of weird, but I mean, I guess if you talk to her and she didn't incinerate you, that's something.
Yeah, she definitely didn't. So,
No incineration.
no, not at all. As I'm wearing like just frayed, burnt clothing. I'll say, so I'll lean into him close and I'll say, I'll tell you what. Mending. I'll say, if you show us where she kept her treasure, I'll let you have something out of it as well.
Okay, so to clarify, like, because this whole thing started as like the little kobolds in a room, kind of out on the tracks.
Are
you, like, doing the-
gesture for him to come over and kind of whisper to him.
Okay, so as you like gesture and kind of beckon him over, he's like, stand back a second.
All right, I'll stand back.
Okay, he like gets down on all fours and swats at something that's like attached to the wall. And where you were standing, where he told you to back away from, this big spiky log just swings down and whoosh, like, smashes the wall and kind of like swings back and forth and settles.
Oh.
And then he just like bear crawls under it and is like, you were saying?
So that's when I'll lean down and whisper to him that if he shows me where it is, I'll let him have something of his choice from there.
Alright, but if she comes back and she's pissed,
It's all our fault.
it's on you.
Yep.
Deal.
All right, I'll shake his little kobold hand.
Okay.
So,
Um,
and I'm gonna look to Sirenny to see if she approves of the way I handled this.
Oh, I didn't realize I was there.
Well, you're standing right there.
yeah.
I thought you were farther down. I can't see you.
I'm next to you.
Just assume everybody is together.
Yeah,
this
no,
point.
my lighting is messed up.
Yeah,
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, and we're not like really using the map at this point.
No,
either.
I assumed we were all
Um,
kind of bunched together.
Yeah.
I thought all the kobolds there were dead, so I figured he was somewhere else.
Yeah,
just
you're
kinda-
you're all somewhere else.
Yeah.
So you're at like that 6 o'clock thing. But yeah.
Okay.
So,
It was peaceful, so
okay. I mean,
Only mildly deceptive.
Yeah, I'm just looking to make sure Sireny's not gonna fucking guiding bolt me in the back of the head again.
I mean, you're being deceptive. The ends justify the means, kind of.
Okay. Well, that's fine. As long as she's not looking like she's casting a spell, I'm good.
No, Sirenny does not look like she will be your imminent death.
Okay, so I'll say, okay, well, and I'll kind of lean into it, the kobold again, and I'll say, have you ever ridden in these minecarts? They're really fun.
He's like,
Yeah, I mean, I lost a couple cousins to one.
Ooh, really?
Yeah, brakes aren't the most reliable thing. Believe it or
Oh.
not.
Okay. And I kind of step away from the cart. I'll say, well, shall we?
Okay, so the little kobold like kind of takes the lead and like yells down the mine shaft.
All right, guys. First off, don't use Big Smash. Don't, cause I'm here. Just leave it. Yeah, we're just going down.
I'm actually gonna turn to him and I'll say, oh, by the way, did you need help putting that back up? And I'll point over towards the big fucking log.
It's like, no, they'll figure it out.
Okay.
Okay, and so you follow the little kobold down the wind minecart track, and you see as you kind of like get I don't know, another quarter of the way around, the full extent of what those other ones were pulling on. So there's a metal ring that's been pounded into the wall near the track where you were just talking to those four. And they were pulling on a rope that's fed through the ring that goes through a ring in the center column and then out and is tied around a massive fucking boulder that's situated so it'll just roll out on top of the track.
Oh, so they were gonna drop the fucking track on us. Or the boulder, and then...
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh.
I love our new friends.
Well, I'm glad they decided they didn't want help.
It's like, so this is Big Smash.
Points up at the rock.
I love Big
See.
Smash.
Is it a very successful defense?
Like stops and looks down at the bloody minecart track, like right under where the stone would come down.
Whew, I'll take that as a yes. You guys are
Kind of
pretty
shrugs,
resourceful.
keeps walking.
Yeah, we do what we can.
All right, I can respect that.
Okay, and so yeah, he keeps leading you down. You see, like, next up in some side caverns, there are some winged kobolds that are kind of just like hanging out around a campfire, rifling through some crates and stuff, and yeah.
What's
let's
his
see.
reaction to them? Anything?
Kind of like not super friendly, but they don't attack him, so
Okay, so like he's just like, ugh, those flying assholes.
yeah,
and they're
basically.
over there like, look at that guy walking. I gotcha.
I mean, kinda, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So keeps leading you around, and
Are we going with Lucius? I'm assuming we're going with Lucius.
Yeah, I mean, I would have gestured for everybody to follow. So if you guys are not, then, well, I'm stopping as well.
I mean, I'm following, so.
okay. So yeah, you continue on, and then there's this part of the track that is kind of built out over a gap in the stone. So it's just this like wooden platform with the track running all along it, and to your left, kind of like pouring out of the wall, is a subterranean river that then dumps over the edge, forming a wall. There's kind of like some mist that kicks up from that as it hits the kind of small pond that's accumulated down below, probably 100 or so feet. Continues leading you downward, and eventually you get all the way down to the bottom level where you see again there's like a couple of diverging paths. So as you see the this main line of minecart track kind of come to an end at the very bottom of the chamber, there's also another part that forks right, well, like 25 feet above ground level, or ground level in here. And it's built out and actually goes through the waterfall to an extent. And, I mean, you can't really see where it leads exactly. And then to your left, there is another, like, tunnel that seems to lead into some other, like, side cavern. So, it says, you're looking for the dragon stuff, yeah?
Yep.
Okay, and it leads you to that side chamber, and it's kind of like it's a process. Like, you know, you squeeze through a little bit, and then let's see what else. Okay, so it brings you into this chamber that looks. It's kind of creepy. Like you walk in and you see hanging from pegs at the back of what you recognize as kind of an overlook over a lower portion of the cavern, you see 4 wooden masks that are carved to look like ferocious, like, dragon faces, and 4 capes made of scaly dinosaur hide dyed a bright red. So it's got this, like, creepy cult vibe going on. And
I want those capes so badly.
they're kobold sized.
I'll make it work. It'll be like a shirt for me.
Just put them all together.
Yeah.
So as we walk in, this goes up.
Detecting magic, huh?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So, and
Cool.
because tongues is not concentration, that just happens still.
Cool.
So anything
All right.
magical, I'm kind of keeping my ears out and eyes out for.
Okay. So you do that, and looking around this like upper platform, you do not see anything. But then, like, looking over the ledge in the kind of still dimly illuminated chamber, which really doesn't matter to a lot of you anyway, you can see in this lower portion there is a pile of loot. So let's see. All told, you see like a mound of let's see. All told, it's like 60,000 different coins.
my
Lots of
God.
copper, lots of silver, some gold. And there's some other stuff kind of like poking out of this big Scrooge McDuck pile of coins. Looks like there's a scabbard that is like embroidered with gold. A dragon-shaped medal and a chain that attaches to it, both fashioned from. And kind of off to the side, with coins sort of spilling out of it as it was cast aside, there's a copper mug with jade inlay. And yeah, I think as you guys kind of make your way down to this area to check it out a little more closely, a lot of you would be quick to ignore this stash of dwarf-made like armor and shields and warhammer. I don't know. I mean, maybe Thor would be into it, right? Because
Yep.
checking out the craftsmanship.
Yep,
But
I wanna look at that stuff.
Looks like
Immediately
it'd
is-
be worth money.
Could be. I mean, the money is also worth money.
Money is worth money. Okay.
But so I think there's this interesting like kind of intersection of discoveries. So Lucius, as soon as you lower yourself down to this area, you get a reading off of a couple of things in the room. First of all, there's a little vial. It's like nestled into the pile of coins.
All right. I'm gonna. That's my goal. I'm gonna go and gather all magical items.
Okay.
And just kind of put them in a pile.
Okay.
So.
Cool. So there's that, and
Are
then
the kobolds watching us still?
Well, we just have one with us.
Is it
yeah, like the
watching us
other ones
still?
have kind of just like watched you go down there, and they like look at each other and maybe shrug, like, I don't know. But yeah, and then as Thorv is checking out the dwarven craftsmanship, Lucius, you notice that over in that direction there's a particular battle axe that is giving you some sort of reading.
All right. I guess I will walk over and just kind of like start digging into a pile and just pull out this big ass battle axe and like I'm not super strong, so I assume it's just like clanks on the ground and just like dragging it over to the pile.
Okay.
What are you doing with that?
Well, it's magical of some sort. I was gonna see what it is, and you wanna give me a hand getting this
Yeah.
over there?
You need help with that? You're
Yeah.
messing it up.
Yeah, here. I'll just like hand him the handle.
He's
I'll
like
pick it
dulling
up.
the blade on the ground.
He'll pick it up and set it nicely in his pile.
Okay. Also, Thorv, you notice as pick it up. There's a series of runes engraved into like the shaft of the battle axe. Typically, they're in a place that would signify perhaps the name of the weapon. And given that you're a dwarf, I'm gonna assume you know dwarf.
Yeah.
Okay. So you learn the name of this magical battle axe, the effects of which you do not yet know. Its name is Bob.
Yes! Bob the battle axe! Amazing.
Good lord.
Thanks, wizards.
Curiosity question. What is the little kobold guide going for?
I think he's probably going for the like the dragon-shaped the chain. It's like all made of gold and stuff.
He's
Alright.
gonna take our treasure?
Well, I told him he can have one. If he takes us down here, he can have one thing of his choice.
If we kill him.
I'm not gonna kill him. Is it magical?
The metal?
That metal.
No.
Okay, yeah, he can have that. That's fine. No, and I'll walk over and I'll say, oh, that's a fancy piece of metal here that you've got there. Fancy piece of jewelry.
Oh, you made a bad decision.
What?
Because it's not magical.
No, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just, I'm
No.
curious if there's a story behind why he wants this.
It looks pretty.
Yeah, I think he probably has no idea.
That might be. I'm just curious if he, because he seemed to go right for it, right?
He's always lusted after it.
What is it that all I heard was he went for a medal.
Yeah, so it's like a metal that is shaped like a dragon, and it has a chain that's like attached, and the whole assembly is made.
Of gold.
Yeah.
You're cutting out real bad.
Hold on, let me disconnect, reconnect.
Okay. I mean, I would say that that's a fair trade for him just leading us down here with no issues.
Yeah, I mean, like, you got some Scrooge McDuck money now, so.
Yeah.
Speaking of, just for the sake of, like, being able to tell you guys what's here and figuring out what you want to take and stuff, there's 3,300 gold.
Alright. I'm just recording it.
15,000 silver.
Good lord.
Alright.
And 45,000 copper.
Should I put that on my page so I have all the other stuff?
Well, we can't take all of it, I don't think.
Yeah,
No
we
problem.
can.
We're just loading this all into the minecart and just pushing it back through the jungle.
Yeah,
We're just gonna push the minecart through the jungle.
Did one of you get a bag of holding?
No,
No.
we couldn't
Why?
because they didn't sell them.
Ugh. Okay, I put all of it in my pockets.
Finn weighs 3,000 pounds.
Eric,
Yes.
jewelry, weaponry, armor.
Yeah, I've got a pile of, like, special shit.
I think, yeah. So you're asking me about the other things that you found here?
Because we need to carry those too, and those might be worth, you
More.
know.
Okay,
There's a
so
fountain
you
for
got
this.
a gold embroidered scabbard, which is worth 25 gold.
Can I have it?
Yeah, one of you guys
Fancy
keep track of
scabbard.
that.
Does it fit a
Well.
rapier?
Sure.
Okay. Yeah, I figure we can just give Fid a scabbard for her to use.
What is it? Oh, what scabbard?
Gold.
Yeah, gold embroidered. So it has
Okay,
like a
that's...
fancy gold pattern on it.
I imagine
Yeah.
Fib's just got, like,
Ugh,
a little
I love
belt loop that she just sticks the rapier through right now.
Well, I mean, she has a rapier, so she just takes the old one off.
Oh, no,
There you go.
I know I'm joking. I'm just saying.
She shows
Um.
her centipedes.
Oh,
They like
Lord.
it. Actually, she keeps the old one, and the centipedes go in the old one.
She fills it, you know, partially with dirt, puts them in.
Yeah. Oh my God. Can this count as my rotting wood? I can put
I don't know
rotting
about
wood
that
in
one.
here.
I mean,
It
you
will be
could
my-
do that.
I'm
Your
gonna put
rotting wood
rotting
chips.
wood in here, and this will be my breeding farm.
So just in your inventory, you'll just have centipede farm.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, that's that. What else? So there's the metal that your little kobold friend went for. And then there's a copper mug with jade inlay that you guys think would probably be worth like 100 gold.
Ooh. Take that.
Any
Okay.
of the dwarven armor or stuff I see worth anything, or is any of it plate?
Let's see. So specifically, the armor that you find is it's like exclusively breastplates.
Oh,
Yeah, you do find some shields.
not
Some
magical.
no. But yeah, just about everything else is. I mean, like it's weathered but serviceable. You know, nothing really remarkable about it.
What a bunch of crap. Stupid dragon. Couldn't give me
Didn't
good
you
stuff.
get like the cool axe that you wanted?
Well, I don't know what it is. I just know
Bob the
there's an
battle
axe.
axe.
Bob the battle axe.
Just this
I have to
boring
ask
battle
Lucius what it
axe.
is.
But yeah, so we do have 2 mysterious magical items, and then all of those things that I listed off. So, yeah, the kobold kind of looks at you guys and is like, "So, you're just gonna take a bunch of stuff? That's the plan?"
We will leave some for you guys to be able to use, but and she's
So-
she's okay with all of this. Trust me.
Right. So, like, what did you have to give her for this?
None of your business.
Do you speak Draconic?
Fib.
Oh, no, I forgot you were in.
Oh no, I was just curious. I'll say let's just say we made her an offer she couldn't refuse. And she decided to stick around, but she was not going to be as mean as she was. I'm such an asshole.
That's very mysterious, but I'm not
That's
going to question it.
It's almost true.
I mean, it pretty much is.
I mean, she's not gonna be as mean as she was.
But I'll say, well, yes, you guys are more than welcome to make this place your own. I don't believe she's coming back.
There's kind of a narrowing of the eyes in recognition.
She tried to hunt us. We told her no.
In a very emphatic way.
I'll just kind of shrug and then just go back, and I'll start identifying the magical items.
Yeah, he kind of shrugs and says, more shinies for me.
I'll say, oh, by the way, are we okay to just walk out of here? Can you spread the word for us so that we don't want to kill anybody, we don't want to fight, we're just gonna get what we want and we're out.
Yeah, he kind of like thinks on it for a second. He's like, yeah, you should be fine.
Okay. Cool. So, yep, now I go to identifying.
Okay. So just gonna take like the next 20 minutes and identify both things.
Yeah, I figure everybody else is gonna hunt around and stuff their pockets, so...
Yeah, so this is probably like when the money sorting and
yeah,
you know, loot distribution and stuff happens. So okay. So you find out that you have discovered a potion of greater healing
Okay.
and a +1 battle axe named Bob that floats on water and other liquids and grants its bearer advantage on athletics checks made to swim.
I am going to, like, as soon as I do the enchant, I'm going to motion for Thorv to come over. And I'm going to whisper in Thorv's ear, I'll say, this is a magical battle axe. His name is Bob. He is a perfect fit for you. Well, that's fine, but he is a perfect fit for you, and I have a feeling you will love him.
What's he do?
I will explain everything that he does.
What, you think I can't swim?
No, but he floats. So you can literally just, like, throw it in the water, and it'll just float. But it gives you advantage on athletics checks as well, which is awesome.
Okay, because I want to swim in this water around here. Okay.
It's a +1.
I know,
It
I'm
is.
taking it anyways, but I don't exactly feel like swimming in the leech-infested water. Okay.
Thorv is sassy today.
I mean, he floats. Like, that's fucking cool. An axe that floats.
Yep, that's why I'm taking it.
+1 battle axe that doubles as a pool noodle.
Yes! That's exactly what I was thinking. You got Groma just, like, kicked back, laying across it. Floating across the water.
Well, if you do that, you don't have to worry about leeches.
There you go.
Just have to balance on top of it somehow. Just don't touch the water. Okay.
You can just grab Stratos' tail and he'll pull you.
Good. Okay, I like that idea. I can go surfing.
Yes. And I'll say, well, this is a potion of greater healing. And I'll kind of look around. Who wants it? I could probably use it, but I'm more likely to just go straight down. So.
How about the person with the highest health?
Okay. I still kind of look around. Who is that? That is not me.
I'm pretty sure it's Thorv.
Okay, here you go, Thor.
It's me or you, so.
I was gonna give it to Thor. Do you have one, Thor?
I have some stuff we got a long time ago.
Like, I mean, a
have
potion of
0
healing.
potions of healing.
I have cones, ointment, something like that.
Oh,
But yeah, I don't have any potions of healing.
Well, now you do, as I slap it into your hand.
that's really
Okay.
nice.
I think Sirenny has more health than I do, though.
That's fine. You can you can stay alive to drink it, so it's yours.
Okay. You said greater potion of healing?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
good. Well, that's one of the big beefy boys.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So, 20 minutes later, after identifying and distributing and all that stuff, how much coin are you guys taking?
As
How-
much
like-
as we can fit.
Yeah, as much gold
Okay.
as I can carry, probably.
Okay, so go ahead and let's figure it out because that's gonna be other stuff that you can't carry later on.
How much can I carry?
Well, if we need
Oh,
to,
wait.
we'll just
It's
drop
what,
the coin
15
later.
Times my strength.
Yeah.
I mean,
Can
I
we
gotta
just keep
carry all the
upping-
gold.
We can just keep upping our coin on our thing until it says our total weight is too high.
That's kind of what I'm doing. So
How do you find out your weight? I've never cared about.
15 times your strength.
Oh,
How
I'm
much
good,
does
thank
gold weigh?
I think each piece is a 50th of a pound.
.05?
0.02 pounds.
.02. Okay.
do we want
Oh,
to just
wow.
divide up the gold and then whoever can carry silver just carry however much you can?
How much gold is there?
3,300.
I can carry.
there's 3,000 gold.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
And I could carry all of the gold if need be, but I don't know how much more of anything else.
I can have like 100 more pounds.
I can carry 1,450 coins.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you probably got a bunch of stuff on you. I don't have anything. Just like little piddly crap.
Okay, so yeah, who's taking what?
So what would so it's what, 6 people?
If you count Azaka, yeah.
Yeah, I can
We're
carry.
giving Azaka our coins.
I don't know, are you?
I mean, if we have extra coins, why not?
Yeah.
Okay, let's give her.
Just
let's
weigh
give
her down with pennies.
Let's give her, yeah, the copper.
Just give her the silver, some silver ones.
So it's 550 gold for each of us. So we'll start
Okay,
there.
we each take 550 gold.
Yeah. So that's all the gold taken out. And that's 2,500 silver. So I can carry that's 50 pounds. This 2,500
Okay,
silver.
Wait, how much silver?
2,500.
Not
I
for
can
each of
take
us.
900 of it.
So, and that's just splitting it completely even.
Oh, I'm still good.
I
Okay,
will
so
take
wait,
my 900 silver.
900 for each of us?
No,
No.
that's 2,500 that you can take.
Yeah, Sireni's taking 900 because
This
she's
is
like
so
maxing
much.
out.
Yeah.
Okay, 2,500. This is so much everything.
Why the hell do I have incense?
Is it the
For
incense?
Lucius, if he needs it.
I don't know. I've got incense too.
So,
I think it,
It could be bug repellent as well.
yeah, it's
you know.
bug
that's what I
repellent.
was thinking.
Yeah.
We need to we need to go back to town and dang coin.
I'm just gonna say that my jewelry doesn't weigh anything though, so I can probably carry a little bit more.
Okay, why do I have 3? Is the number to the left supposed to be how many you have? Or how much
Yes.
it weighs?
No, the left is how many you have. The right is the weight.
Okay. Because I don't have 3 pipes of hunting.
No, you have
I'm gonna take that down to 1.
So, I guess I'll take another 500 silver then, because I think I can carry it.
Probably don't have 2 cost, dude.
Actually, I'll take. I'm good. I've got 3,500 silver, so I took
How
1,000
much-
of Cyrenes.
How much friggin' copper do we have?
45,000.
No.
I'm not even
I
worried
will
about
drop my
Has
7
Royal Mod
copper.
taken any?
I haven't, because I was just waiting for someone to tell me how much I should have.
You get 50. Was it 5,500 gold?
it. No, you get
I can-
550
No, you get
gold.
5
550.
Okay.
And then you can get up to 2,500 silver. Although Cyrene only took 900 of that, so there's like 400 left of hers. So you can take up to 2,900 if you need.
I can carry that.
Okay.
Okay.
So between me and Gromod, we split the rest of Cyrene's share.
Okay.
Yeah, I still have like 19 pounds of extra space.
Pennies.
19.
I feel like I'm.
biggest sock full of pennies.
I feel like I'm
I-
playing ESL right now.
Yeah. Just drop all your baskets.
I don't know. I think we should just leave some of this
I
for.
Man, I have like.
Leave the pennies for
I mean,
There's
I-
big pile.
yeah, this
I
is
can
a
fit
lot.
35 pounds of pennies.
Well,
but I want. Can I give? Like Azaka's helping us. Like.
I'm splitting it
Oh,
with
is-
her. I'm,
Oh, you're
she gets
splitting
yeah.
her? Okay.
We
I'm
almost
including
died for
her.
Azaka. She is.
No, no, no.
Azaka's just hired help.
I'm including her in this because there's 6
Oh my
including her.
God.
So she gets 550 gold, 2,500 silver if she wants it.
I mean,
Oh my
basically,
God.
she's a party member. So.
Yeah.
Well, she shouldn't have tricked us into doing her mission if she wanted to party.
I mean, she's doing our mission now, so.
She is. She's
That's
helping
because
us.
we made the deal with her. It's fine. She can just have all.
Okay, she will. I give her Fib's share, rather.
What? You most certainly do not.
Oh, you did say she can have all of it.
Fib slaps Lucius when his hand a pouch. Just on the hand.
Oh, I know. That's fine.
He probably likes it.
A little bit.
I can carry 16 copper.
Does
Okay.
is Azaka able to carry all of hers too, or?
Yeah, Zaka's pretty fucking strong.
Okay, I wasn't sure. So.
Yeah, let's see. I'll double check, but she's
Can
a beast.
Azaka turn into a tiger and we'll load her up like a saddle horse?
I mean, we could probably load some up on Blue Boy, but not a whole
Yeah,
lot.
that's what I was thinking too. How strong is Blue Boy?
Well, let's see. He's not like full grown, but he's like
He is a bird of burden.
reasonably strong. Bird of burden.
Instead of a beast of burden.
Yep. Okay, so since he's not like full grown, I'd say we'll call like 10 strength.
That's
Hey, so
150
he can,
pounds.
yeah, he can hold like the same I can.
Well,
So
here. Okay, so that's what 150 divided by point. He can carry 7,500 copper. Sorry, I have Wolfram Alpha pulled up on my page because that was easiest to do all the math on.
You have what?
Wolfram Alpha?
Math Google.
Yeah.
It's real good and very fun. I love it.
Becca,
Yeah,
you're the
it-
biggest nerd.
Well, not only is it math Google, it's more like science. STEM Google.
Yeah, that's fair.
'cause you can
STEM
ask
Google for
questions.
sure.
Yeah, it's STEM Google. But Laura, it is really helpful because I could just type in the entire equation and it calculated it. So
Then just do that instead of us figuring.
I did. I did it for my stuff. No one else is telling me their stuff.
Do it for my stuff.
Okay. What's your strength?
It's 12.
12
So-
times 15. Okay, what's your weight?
Oh, I don't know.
It
It
says
says
on your
total
sheet.
weight. What does that say?
On your sheet. Yeah.
Oh,
on your equipment.
I thought you were asking for my character's weight.
How much does Fib weigh?
Carry the 3, divide by 2.
I couldn't figure out how much Fib weighed because I was like, she's like friggin' tall as hell, but she's really skinny. Well, I don't know. I have 145.6 on me right now.
Minus 145.6, you said?
Yep. Because I already took on a bunch of.
Okay.
I picked up another 3,000 copper because I can carry that.
You can carry up to 1,720 coins.
I'll just take 1,000 copper then, because I do want to leave a little bit of room.
I've got some already.
Wait, what was it? 1,700?
Yeah.
1,720.
You know what? I'm gonna take 1,500.
Yeah, you are.
Okay, now I have a bunch of for items.
Sweet.
What weight does that bring you up to?
175.
You have an extra 5.
Yeah.
So we're leaving
So in
them
case
with
I
like.
need to like pick up a cat or something.
We're
Which
leaving
is
them
a
with
lot
40
better
grand.
than mine. Which is 0.32.
We're leaving them 40,000 copper, so we're essentially leaving them 40 gold.
I mean, what in the world are they gonna spend it on out here?
Exactly.
Candles.
We're saving the world. What are they doing?
Mining?
So also valid consideration here. Are you guys gonna proceed to the world saving immediately with fucking saddlebags full of coins?
They'll hear us coming.
Yeah, we roll
So
know
far
what?
in advance.
We roll
If
up on the
we
lich
had-
with just fucking money bags. We just start throwing money at him, hoping he'll go away.
Well,
If
if
we
we
had a
level up
fly
a bit,
spell.
I'm gonna put a point in. I can put a point in strength. That would give me an extra 50.
There you
And
go.
then you can take more gold. Perfect. So, because it would take us a while to get back.
Yes, it would.
How many days? I don't see the map.
All right, let's see, just for curiosity's sake.
Yeah. I bet there's a bank somewhere else on this island.
Sure.
What are those cities
What-
to the south of us?
Abandoned.
Oh, they're abandoned.
Oh, let's see if
Well,
there's more gold there.
Not civilized. That's for after the death. That is for the continuation of the campaign after, you know, it was supposed to be done.
How do you
But-
know?
We're completionists, so we have to finish the entire map.
There you go. All right. Let's see here. So, if you were able to go like entirely straight line 2 hexes a day.
Whoa, we
Um,
never cuss. Not even twice a day.
This would take you yeah, about 22, 23 days.
That is too long.
That's kind of far away. I'm sure we could fight with gold.
I mean, I have things that I don't need to carry.
Alright, so just drop them again as a Skyrim and pick off that gold. Can
Time
you
to just
s-
drop 30 wheels of cheese.
No, just eat the
Never
cheese.
drop cheese.
Yeah, that's true. Just eat
Um,
it all.
Just don't
Can
drop
you-
paintbrushes; they float.
Sort your items by value.
No.
Like value to weight ratio.
So I just figure we probably just don't need the copper.
Oh yeah, I mean I'm
Oh,
carrying
man.
copper, but if something better comes along, I'm ditching this copper.
Yeah. I mean, is this gonna like impede us?
Because I'm nice and I don't do like partial encumbrance rules because I think it's too much housekeeping. No, we're going Skyrim encumbrance, which is to say, if you happen to pick up like one coin too many, you're fucked.
You cannot move, you cannot fight, you cannot even look around.
It is
But up
very
until that
good.
point, you're fine.
God, I love
What's-
that
what- see,
system.
you-
I'm
but
fine,
you-
I'm fine, I'm fine. Oh, not this coin!
You would see somebody like Lucius, like, drop a coin, walk forward 2 steps, pick it up, drop a coin,
Oh god,
walk
you're
forward
that guy.
Oh god.
just to cheat the system, just because
Oh, God.
fuck your weight encumbrance.
No, so the
Pick up
trick is you
coin and
you take it
collapse.
out of your bag and you hold it.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Because that's like, you know, how
In
life
Skyrim,
works.
it's different.
It does work though.
It's true.
does.
Like realistically, you're kind of an everyday Jedi because you can just kind of reach out towards something and it just picks up.
Hovers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you could do what I did and just did the alchemy, blacksmithing, enchanting loop and get you know,
Just become a god.
unlimited weight.
Just put a mod on.
This was before mods, Laura.
Shut your mouth, liar.
The dark ages of Skyrim.
Nothing was before
Yeah, no-
mods.
I
Now
played
they've
on
got-
console, so there were no mods.
Now they've
Yeah.
got the
Oh.
horse glitch, which fucking teleports you.
I love the horse glitch though.
What's the horse
Yeah.
glitch?
They're really good at like wall clipping, so you could just like run up mountains and stuff.
Well, the new one is you get it on a 90-degree angle just about. You jump off, and it gives you, like, an insane amount of momentum. And then you load a previous save, and it will actually fucking launch you across the map. It's pretty funny.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it's a new speedrun
Anytime
strat.
people talk about the horse mod, I just think of Griffin McElroy summoning a bunch of horses and
Well,
killing them.
Oh, I mistouched the Skyrim.
Yeah.
Horse, you're talking about, like, the horse armor DLC, probably. That was
It's-
the big thing
he,
that
like,
everybody hated.
What? Horse armor?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was an Oblivion thing.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So we'll leave the copper behind.
40,000 of it.
All 40 gold.
40,005. It's 40 and a half gold, actually.
God, oh,
40
that's
gold
so
and
much.
5 silver.
I like the idea of this like 20-foot wide pile of coins just being reduced to 40 gold pieces and 5 silver pieces sitting on the floor. But yeah, so okay, you guys good on money? Like you got it figured out?
Yep.
Okay. So here you are at the bottom of the Wormheart Mine.
Okay, I gotta
And-
ask too, real quick. The
Yeah.
the creepy ass fucking like cultist masks. How far were they on level with us, or were they on the wall?
So they were like hanging on pegs on the kind of overlook part that overlooked this part of the cave. They were kobold sized, so you kind of get the impression that like kobolds who came down here to talk to the dragon probably wore these for some reason.
I'm
And then the
terribly
dragon.
sorry, my headset died.
Oh.
The, I had to swap batteries.
Okay, yeah, no problem. So they were like at the overlook, and you would probably get the impression based on the height at which they were hanging that they were like regularly used items that kobolds would put on anytime they came down to talk to the dragon.
Are they nice craftsmanship, or are they just kind of like crudely kobolded together?
I mean, it's like carved wood and like natural dyed dragon or not dragon, dinosaur hide.
Does it look like it would
Um,
fetch a decent amount of money?
I mean,
Based
maybe
on that
like if,
mask that I sold already.
I probably not that much unless you found like a specific collector who is like interested in kobold culture and that sort of thing.
Gotcha. Okay, I'll leave them then. I was wondering if they were of like really good craftsmanship.
Not especially.
Okay, so just by guess, they were probably like a ritual mask that they would wear when they would make an offering to the dragon or something.
Basically, yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I will leave them as they are then.
Okay. Cool. So then, as I assume, you begin to make your way out of the chamber where the dragon's hoard was. Some little tiny piece of it still is. There is.
I mean, yeah, there's still a big chunk of it that's there.
Yeah, I
bunch
guess
of
from
coins.
a
Not worth a
financial
lot.
standpoint, yeah, it's not.
And that's
That
how
much.
kobolds
What's
really care
Dragon
about.
doing.
That
Everybody talk.
Yeah. Go.
do the kobolds know the price of copper versus gold versus silver, except that one is shinier than the other?
Doubtful.
Okay.
Oh, we're all good.
Okay. So yeah, as you emerge from this chamber again, there's the track that leads back up, kind of winding around the exterior of the circular mine shaft, and then there is the track that just kind of runs off through the waterfall and into some mysterious unknown.
I'm gonna send Stratos down that way. Can he get around the waterfall without going through it, or
No, he would have to go through it.
can he fly through it and still remain flying?
Can certainly try.
All right, fuck it.
Okay. So yeah, you send Stratos through, and he does get through the waterfall and through the hole that has been excavated through the stone behind it. And then, as though some kobold or I don't know, some other subterranean dweller was doing their best Minecraft strip mining impression, there is a straight line of track that just goes on and on and on for as far as you're willing to send Stratos.
Huh. I guess as we're walking up, then I'll recall Stratos after a minute or so.
Okay.
But as we're going up, if I see that particular kobold that I had talked to, I would like to grab him real quick. Like, not physically grab him, but just get his attention. And I want to ask him where that leads.
Yeah, he's like, well, I don't know the place really, but we got into a fight down there and had to like collapse the tunnel. There were these like they're like fiery lizards, not like the dragon.
Oh, you mean the things that are like supposedly all over the valley, but we haven't seen them?
I don't know. I don't get out much.
Well, are those guys causing you a problem too?
Not anymore. Caved in the tunnel.
Well, would it be beneficial for us to try to take care of them as well? Because I believe that is next on our list.
I mean, they tried to murder us, so sure.
Okay. Were you very friendly with the dwarves across the valley?
Kind of like looks sheepishly down at a burnt skeleton on the floor. That is about dwarven size.
I mean, oh, well.
I look at this kobold that's been so helpful, and I rummage through my pack through much clinking and just be like, here you go, and I hand him a light crossbow because he can use it because it's light.
The music got so ominous when you said I reach in my pack.
Dun dun dun.
It's like, what's she doing?
But yeah, so he takes the crossbow and like looks at it.
Can he use it? I mean, I think he can because it's a light crossbow.
Yeah, I mean it's like manageable for him. Yeah.
Thank you for being helpful.
I hope he doesn't use that on us when he finds out how is.
Yeah, he's like, he looks at Lucius, who, let's see, Cyrenny, you don't speak Draconic, do you?
No.
Okay, so
I would
he
translate
looks over
that.
at, yeah, looks at Lucius and he's like, really, for me?
I'll nod and I'll say, yes, she said it's a thank you for being helpful.
Just looks over at Cyrenny and nods.
So.
I also have 2 crossbows and don't need them.
That's fine.
So.
She's just lighting up her load so that she
Yeah.
can take more.
Here, take my garbage.
I was gonna throw it on the ground.
I have a +1 now, so.
Take my garbage.
That's probably
It's
the most
shitty
useful
grays
thing
that you
ever
would just
done.
drop or just discard. It's like, here you go.
I mean, it is something. Oh, I have something better. Let me get rid of this.
I just realized I still
That doesn't
have.
mean it's not bad. Not, you know.
I have an item on my list I should give them. It's labeled a boar fuck of ham,
What
and
the
it
fuck?
weighs 8 pounds.
Why? What does it
Oh.
mean?
We must have killed a giant pig at some point.
Oh,
Yeah,
we
you
did.
fought some giant boars.
We
So-
fucked a boar?
We fought
No.
a boar.
That was just my way of labeling the amount I took, which was a boar fuck.
Oh, okay, does he also want my, God, what's it called? Hang on.
Just so you guys remember, though.
My snake heads?
I mean, sure,
I
you
have
could probably use
5
the
snake
poison
heads.
or he could use the venom for traps.
Sure, I'll
Okay.
give it to him.
Okay,
All
alright.
5 heads.
cool.
He's making it. He's like, I will definitely trade all this useless stuff for what you're giving us.
You're
Yeah,
the
you know.
canoe paddle.
Okay, I have.
You want that?
Hey, I have the matching one of that set. Here you go.
So this is the canoe paddle with the narwhal on it.
I have.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have one and he has one. So yeah, we'll give him both of those. In case he ever makes a boat.
We probably should have
Yeah.
like left all this stuff like in place of the gold, silver.
I have on my items list a belt pouch, and I don't know why I felt the need to like write that. Like, of course I have a pouch. Why
I
is that
mean-
there?
Maybe it's like specifically included in whatever pack you took or something. I don't know.
Because like my
Maybe.
backpack has a weight, so.
Oh, this is not. This isn't counting my weight. Yeah, I
Okay.
guess I should put my stuff to count the weight, though. Oh.
But yeah. So okay, he has 2 paddles and a crossbow and some questionable ham and a bunch of snake heads.
Well, I mean, the ham he can share.
I love that we
mean,
just
it's
started
just been a while.
unloading everything on him.
So I think he takes one of the paddles and one of the snake heads and he like tries to like stick the paddle in the like neck hole of the snake and starts like like shadow fighting, right? Like he's like trying to stab something with
Oh man,
the snake head at the end of the stick.
what's his? Did we get his name? Ask his name.
Okay, I will say what. By the way, what is your name?
It's like, I'm Snox.
It's like snotty socks.
I'm Socks. I don't really that his name is. It's Snox?
Snox, yeah.
Snox. Alright. We broke our bard.
It sucks. He said it so confidently.
I'll say, well, I am Lucius. Pleased to meet you.
Yeah, sure. Nice to meet you. Thanks for the stuff.
You're welcome. We did leave you some coin down below as well.
And the dwarven armor.
And yeah, and a lot of the armor.
Oh, okay. I mean, we don't really use that stuff, but yeah, sure.
But we left it for you. You're welcome.
Off we go.
Okay, so as you leave your little kobold friend with his newfound loot,
What's his name? Snorks? I'm gonna write it down.
Snox.
Snox.
Snorks.
Like Snorlax, but without the.
It's actually Snoks.
Oh.
It's instead of Nox, it's Snox.
Oh.
There you go, you got it.
How are you so bad at this? It is past your bedtime.
I'm picking up at 3:45 tomorrow.
Ugh.
Like I said, it's past your bedtime. Why?
We're going in. For some reason, we're doing 4 10-hour days to have Friday off because my coworkers are idiots.
Okay.
Sure. Okay.
They don't
want the
understand
4-day
how
weekend.
sleep works. Yeah.
Why am I so tired and cranky?
They think if they just make up the sleep on the weekend and it's the same thing.
I mean, it is.
It's
No,
really
it's
not, though.
Scientifically, it is not.
It's true. Anyway, yeah. So, back up and out is the plan?
Yes.
Okay. So, you are not harassed by any of the kobolds on the way up.
They didn't drop the
And,
fucking rock on us.
Nope, nope. And as you get like halfway up, you know, you see they've already set up like this rickety-looking what is the so basically they've set up this flimsy wooden structure that a couple of them are standing on and like very cautiously setting the spiky log back up on a couple of like basically pegs that just stick out of the stone wall. And yeah, like, you know, one of them kind of looks at you and just watches you head back up. But yeah, you're not bothered. Back up past the the couple that you ended up just destroying.
Can we like? I'm gonna grab those and throw the. I'm gonna push the. Is the cart heavy, to where I couldn't try to push it back up, or is it like?
I mean, like you could, but it would be quite a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Like
So
What
this
if we
is.
helped him?
I mean, yeah. If you wanted to group up and everybody push this cart back up a steep incline, a total of 250 vertical feet. Sure.
Why do you want to do that?
I was just gonna
Who
push it
wants to
back.
hide the bodies?
Yeah, I was gonna throw the bodies in the cart and push the cart back up, so we could just get rid
I
of them.
feel like it might be like they're gonna find them eventually. I'd rather them not find it while we're like in the cart with us pushing it.
Or they.
I feel like they already know and just think that death is a daily part of their lives.
Can we put the
So-
bodies underneath the cart and then run the cart over it and be like, oh, it was an accident?
We splattered them all as we came down.
How long does a kobold usually live?
11 days!
That's a critical role joke right there.
Oh.
All right. Well, I guess I
Let's
won't.
just leave.
Yeah, we'll just leave. Yeah. I was gonna help with the bodies, but
Okay.
I was gonna lend a helping hand.
you
but
know
if
what?
don't-
Actually, on the way up, I do want to go over and grab one of the sticks that have got a scorpion on it, and I want to show it to Groilmod because this is something that I think he would find awesome.
So we're not done looting, I guess.
No, I just one of those two that are on the landing as we're going up. I'm gonna run over the bridge, grab the stick, and I'll say, Groilmod, check this out.
It's just like a scorpion,
I-
like wriggling around, tied to the end of the
Oh
stick.
man.
I do need to know, is this a live?
It's a live scorpion.
Yes.
Yeah.
Eat it.
It's on descent by the tail and then try.
What was that? You lagged real hard.
Oh yeah, my internet's really, really bad right now. I actually have some coming out. So Groilmod's going to try to eat it, but hold it by the tail.
Okay, so you're grabbing the tail and just like biting the end of the stick then. Because the tail's free flowing, and the scorpion itself is just tied.
Yeah, I mean, like if he holds the tail back though, he can kind of eat it like a marshmallow off a
That's
stick.
what I'm
you
saying.
know?
He's like holding
Yeah.
the tail out of the way with one hand and just like nibbling on the end of the stick. So I'll say, well, okay, I guess that was. I was trying to show you how cool it was, but okay.
Yeah, he agrees. Fib
snack.
is mildly jealous. She doesn't want to seem uncool and just copy Groilmod, so.
About this time, I'm gonna cast Prestidigitation on Groilmod and make him not smell like a skunk anymore.
Oh yeah.
So I will clean the skunk smell off of him if I can.
Okay.
You could have done that this whole time and you waited till now.
I didn't get near him.
Yeah, and like he wasn't directly hit. That could have been a lot worse.
Yeah. I didn't get near him, but now that I'm near him, he's. Ugh.
Sierne asks if Groilmod wants to be dumped with a bunch of water so he can smell cleaner.
Maybe, maybe not.
He took great offense to that.
Or is it?
Apparently.
Or was it Thaumaturgy that's the smell one?
That's prestidigitation.
Oh.
Things are going very poorly internet-wise on my end.
Okay. Well, yeah, we heard you say that, so that's cool.
Yeah.
Can
I dump water on your head?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Okay. Goblin shower. Cool. So that's the thing.
Yep.
And you all head out of the mine, and your plan is, are you gonna go to Rockamar?
Yes.
As I pull out my map.
Oh, you mean this thing?
There we go. I'll say, yeah, we probably should head to Hrockmar.
You know, being dwarves, they might have some gold they can exchange for silver.
Yeah, they could probably use silver as well.
It's possible. All right. So yeah, looks like probably a 2 or 3 day journey to the old dwarven foundry of Rockamar, where your albino dwarf friend, whose name you never learned, wanted to meet up with you.
So what direction did that really long tunnel go?
Come to think of it, did go pretty much straight toward Rockamar.
Okay.
That's what I was
Can
wondering.
we use the tunnel?
Makes sense.
They collapsed it.
It's caved in.
Yeah, but we can clear it up.
That could. Well, my thought is we'll go in, clear it out down to that tunnel, and then tunnel through, maybe.
Yeah, the dwarfs can go and dig it out and deal with whatever problems they want to make.
Just don't dig too deep or you'll find Durin's bane.
I thought if you dug too far, you'd find bedrock.
Not the dwarves.
Dwarves find different things when they dig too deep.
Dwarves find balrogs when they dig too deep.
Okay, so yeah, traveling and stuff. Oh, go ahead. Maybe not. Sound like somebody was inhaling, like they were about to say something.
Nope.
No. Boom.
Okay. So you head out, and during the time that you were underground, a mist has kind of, well, it was already misty. It's gotten heavier, and so the day's travel is like it's not necessarily slow, but it's definitely cautious, as visibility is like basically limited to about 15 feet. And so
It's not
you,
very far.
yeah, it's not. And so you push on through the woods, and basically by like the end of the day, you kind of reach the tree line overlooking the Valley of Lost Honor, and you're kind of at a place where you could reasonably descend down into the valley without having to break out the climbing equipment.
Is it still foggy and like?
It is. And let's see here.
And I guess around what time is it? Because I don't think we should descend into the valley in the fog, just in case. We should be able to see what's going on.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, this is probably about the spot where you would stop for camp for the night anyway. So yeah. You probably like begin setting up camp and all that stuff, and then you hear off in the distance the crackling of good-sized tree branches.
How far away, and does it sound like it's coming towards us, or just kind of crashing tree branches?
Kind of like coming vaguely towards you, not like purposefully, but just sort of wandering that way.
I try my best to hide.
Okay.
Climb a tree.
Okay. So everybody who wants to hide, make a stealth check.
Can I cast a thing real quick?
Ooh.
Are you gonna attempt to pass trace?
Without trace? Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Oh, fuck.
Oh
that's still a disadvantage.
man.
So I see a 10, a 19, and a 16.
A 31.
Can I give
And a 34.
Kieran an inspiration?
I think a nat 1 is a...
Well,
That
on a
one
skill
is-
check, that is not the case.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, if you want to
Oh,
inspire her to hide better.
Okay, yeah. Like, looks like she's being too stealthy. Or, not stealthy.
Yeah.
Not stealthy enough.
That's the problem.
I had extra time, and she had time to say, here, this is how you should do it.
Mhm.
Because we tried so early.
Yeah.
Okay.
14.
All right.
With pass without praise and inspiration, you got a 14.
Yeah.
I'm sorry I rolled a nat 1, okay? It
Yeah.
happens.
Just standing on a rock in the middle of the clearing.
Yeah, I'm trying to see what's going
I
on.
am a rock.
Okay. So yeah, you all like scramble to hide as you hear like upper tree branches bending, snapping, and crackling. And within a minute or so, you see a large, familiar pair of silhouettes swinging from tree to tree.
Oh lord.
Is this the sex monkeys?
Yes. These are the giant four-armed fuck monkeys.
They love to fuck.
And for good old time's sake, I think what happens here is like they're swinging through, and
Missionary
Monkeying around.
position.
they swing through, and like, you know, just because, I mean, really for no good reason at all. This seems like a real good place.
To have a ripe old
So
romp.
for like the next 20 minutes,
Ooh.
you see and hear more than you would ever want to see or hear.
Angry monkey gorilla sex.
It's like right above you, it's going down.
Feb does not like it.
And it's like, you know, being this close to it, it's like kind of disturbingly violent.
Yeah, I can imagine, like, it's real bad.
Fib shields her centipedes.
Yeah, she like puts them deep in the scabbard. You don't need to see this.
Lucius is just kind of
Yeah.
watching on intently.
What the hell?
Today I
Alright.
learned. However, thanks to Pass Without a Trace and inspiration, everybody succeeded in hiding from the Girolons.
Well, I mean, I feel like they weren't paying much attention to
It's
anything
fair.
else.
But still, passive perception being what it is, Cyrene succeeded by like 1. So, yeah, 20 really uncomfortable minutes later,
Oh man.
they break it up and continue on elsewhere into the jungle.
Did they both seem satisfied though?
Make an insight check.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, good. She like nods and like, okay, good on them.
Okay. So, as you all settle in and try and get that last 20 minutes out of your head as you try and get some sleep.
Lucius doesn't.
It was entertaining to just watch.
Oh,
No.
okay. Interesting.
Sure.
It's nature.
It's nature. That it is. Okay. So you sleep, and the next day.
Nasty dreams.
Okay, so the next day, visibility is a lot better, but it is raining.
That's fine.
Kind of par for the course at this point.
Fire lizards, rain, they don't mix, so that's good.
That's fair. So yeah, like it's raining as you wake up, and I think you do see that there is some mist rising up out of the valley just due to the fact that there are these lava flows that kind of spread out from the mountain that is home to Rakamar. But overall, visibility is a hell of a lot better, and you can actually see down into the valley from your little perch here in the jungle. So, as you are kind of waking up and breaking down the camp, everybody roll a d20.
Oh, I don't like that.
Woo! Yeah, at least
Ooh.
I'm the lowest.
If this
Uh-huh.
has to do with initiative-related things, minus +2.
It makes sense.
Minus added 2.
Technically not initiative related. However, I think Fib, your pager goes off, The little dart starts buzzing and glowing, and
I would have set the alarm spell too, by the way.
Okay. It's I think what happens, like the way this resolves is Fib notices something's happening, looks around and sees like behind Cyreney as she's like finishing packing her stuff up, there is a snake that's like slowly lowering itself down.
Oh no.
And not just like a normal snake, it's a constrictor snake. So it's like big old anaconda kind of thing that's like slowly easing itself down
Oh
and
my
is
God.
about to like lunge and try and wrap itself around her.
Fib is terrified.
Around Cyreney, you said?
Yeah.
Oh my god. And Viv, panicked, just reaches out and can I do an attack?
Sure.
He's like, oh my god, no! And she throws a chill touch at it.
Okay.
Which I feel like could wake everyone up.
Like,
Well, yeah,
I
like,
feel like
people
I
are
would
up.
notice
Yeah.
her suddenly casting chill touch behind me.
That's probably fair.
I'm not that oblivious.
So yeah, like you reach out and the hand that just like goes flying toward the snake, and yeah, it like recoils immediately and hisses, and I guess, yeah, I mean everybody go ahead and roll initiative. This will resolve quickly, but you know just do it off your character sheet and we'll work it out.
Lad.
Oh my goodness!
I mean, this is.
I rolled my 3 lowest initiative I could possibly roll. I rolled a 1, a 2, and a 3 tonight.
Nice. Okay.
I have a
so-
5 instead of a. So my nat 1 is a 5.
Okay. Cool. Good to know. So the snake recoils briefly and then like launches itself towards Cyreney, trying to constrict her and haul her back up into the tree. So first it's going to try and do a constrict. And that is, it's only a 16 to hit, so I don't think
Nope.
that gets you. All right, so it's like it's actively trying to get a hold on you, and so it's kind of like tangled up with Cyreney right now, but like functionally nothing has really happened. So then next we have Groilmod, I believe. Yeah, Groilmod, what do you do?
I think he reflexively just shoots at it with a bow.
Cool.
There we go.
Yeah. Okay. So like taking a second, you know, we get like the bullet time as the arrow just sails toward both Cyreney and the snake. But you know, like what should be a foregone conclusion in Skyrim, even though sometimes it's not. We see the kill shot land on the snake, and it just like falls limp, still dangling from a branch above, but no longer trying to wrap itself around Cyreney.
Is it dead?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's a big snake, but it's not like super tough.
Were we taking a rest?
So you just
We were
finished
just
a rest.
waking up.
Yeah, and Fib scratches her head and realizes she should have put a tiny hut up for us. That's why we did
Sorry.
it.
Well, we got breakfast now.
Yeah, Fib is as far away from the snake as
Okay. Yeah. So then, the rest of the day after your unexpected breakfast and all that stuff goes uneventfully as you proceed down into the valley and toward the opening in the face of the mountain that you were told is where you can enter Rockamar. And I think we'll end as you're approaching and you see like probably just 3 or 4 of these albino dwarves kind of like flagging you down. trying to be quiet but make themselves conspicuous enough that you don't just walk right by. And yeah, I think we'll start with like the actual encounter between you guys and the dwarves first thing next session. But yeah, so that was fun. You didn't have to murder all the kobolds.
We got to do some murder though, so it was a nice
Yeah.
balance.
Yeah, yeah. He murdered like what, a total of 5 of them, and then he put one to sleep.
Yep.
Fib didn't get it to murder any though. That made her a little bit sad. With her
But you
1
did get to-
damage.
Hurt a snake.
It's true.
Yeah. I'm gonna say Fib screeched also when she.
I mean, that's fair. Okay, so let me total up some XP here.
You all get 3 XP.
I mean, it's not going to be a ton.
3,000. What? We killed all those kobolds though.
We killed like
All of
6
them, yeah.
6 kobolds that
Yeah.
have like 3 HP.
We did good. You know, my other DM gave me experience for a dinosaur encounter that I used ammo friendship on. I'm just saying.
I mean, you diffused the situation.
Hmm.
So did we, but I mean,
That's
we
what I'm
could have
saying with
murder
the
hoboed our
kobold.
way through.
We would never
We
murder
diffused
Hobo
the
anything.
situation.
Remember how glorious it was when Cyrene let us be murder hobos for a little while?
It was glorious. Those were the good days.
Very good. I take a bath.
I don't think that's how that works.
Oh, yeah, but...
Yeah, I think you have to cut your hair if you're gonna do that.
Yeah, you have to be standing in the bath, though. And cutting your hair.
Okay, you guys ready for this massive bounty of experience points?
Yes.
12 XP. 12 XP.
Everybody gets 33 XP.
That's
Ooh.
That's not bad. That's more than I thought we were gonna get. I mean, we did walk out with massive pockets full of gold and silver too.
It's true. There were other rewards besides the lessons you learned along the way.
I don't give a heck about your gold. I just want to level up. It's very hard for me to not multi-class.
I do. Well, I'll wait. I'll wait to do it.
I mean, we're not gonna level up for like 5 years.
Yeah.
So,
5 years.
yeah.